All right, we're gonna hit tight ends last, and on all the other ones I've said, hey, you're too high on this guy, you're too low on this guy. That's not how this one's gonna go. This is just gonna be, I'm gonna stare you in the face and say, what the fuck are you thinking?
I can't wait to
And
hear
I know
this name.
it's killing you. It's killing you.
Huh.
You want to guess?
Are you talking about Jack Doyle, boy?
What'd you say, Jack Doyle?
I don't know.
You are
Jack Doyle
out
is
of
our
your
boy.
fucking mind having Jordan Reed as your tight end number 6. What is wrong with you? Are you kidding me? Like
So
you have got to be joking. And I mean, let's not even look at any of his like rating numbers except risk, which you have at 1.
yep.
1 out of 10, which is by the way the correct score. Once you've got a guy ranked 1 in risk, he can't be the anything 6.
He's not.
He's like, the tight end 20 maybe. Like, you can't draft this guy as the 6th tight end. Are you crazy?
And
Talk
I
to me
wouldn't.
here.
No, so he's the 6th highest score. Remember, you made me resort him after I
Right.
had graded them all out.
Right.
He's the 6th highest grade tight end, which brings up interesting points. Is when you look at the formula, this guy's grading out very high. Again,
And
even with
it's driven down by your risk score substantially.
and it's as low risk as you could possibly have. Yet he's still graded out that high, which makes me think. I had Jordan Reed at like 110 on my big board. I wasn't touching him necessarily. We even remember our draft day lessons.
Before
way
the
back in
sort, you
February.
had him at 8. Yes, I do. Before the sort, he was still your tight end 8, which I still think is crazy.
So to me, though, look at it. Okay, so after you take Gronk, Kelsey, Ertz out of the equation, big top 3. Then to me, Evan Ingram and Kyle Rudolph are kind of in their own tier.
I agree.
Greg Olsen, Jimmy Graham are like my next 2, who are graded lower than Jordan
You're
Reed.
probably too high on Graham, but go ahead.
Jordan, Greg Olsen, Jimmy Graham, Delaney Walker, and then you're looking at like Trey Burton and George Kittle and Tyler Eifert. I mean, none of those 3 are guaranteed. Then it drops to like Vance McDonald and Ben Watson. It drops off fast. Whereas if you look at Jordan Reed, if this guy actually stays on the field, the biggest if in fantasy football, he's not going
It's not
to.
even an if.
Most gaping of vaginas. I agree. Like, it's not going to happen. He's going to get hurt. But if he somehow, remember like 2 seasons ago, he played 14 games. He was in contention with Gronk for the tight end 1. So you're telling me this guy's going in round 10. And you look at it, you can't dispute the fact 27 talent. I mean, the guy moves on the field better than any other tight end when he's healthy.
Does he still? I mean, like, what happens when you have 47 concussions? Do you come back the next year and you just move like, a gazelle running through the savannah or something like that? Like, what are you talking about?
Right to the watering hole, baby.
This guy, round 10, Jordan Reed, no thank you. No thank you. Like, the guy is not going to stay on the field. We say, if Jordan Reed stays healthy, that's like saying, like,
He's not going to.
if Terrell Owens gets a phone call and gets put on the Patriots, like, he could have a big year. His phone's not ringing.
He's okay. One, he's not going to stay on the field. I have him at 1 for a risk, for a big reason. He's not going to stay healthy. I'm openly admitting that. But the games he is on the field, assuming he doesn't have this lingering stupid shit going on, which he could, again, 1 risk. He's playing with a quarterback who loves throwing at tight ends in Alex Smith, especially in the red zone. He's playing in a scheme where he was the funnel piece of the offense when he was actually on the field and healthy. He's the number 1 target. There's nobody else there contending with him. Who's going to take the Jamison Crowder? Going to be the top guy? Come on. Not even close. So if Reed is healthy, again, not going to happen, but when he is healthy for those 2 to 3 games, he's got talent. He's going to be used heavily. He's going to be the highest target guy on that team. As you know, who was the guy from Washington that came on the pod and said this offense funnels through Jordan Reed when he's healthy? Grant Paulson, exactly. Big name out there in Washington. Very high, I respect his opinion greatly. He was the one that said Terrell Pryor was going to be a huge bust, and clearly he was right. Surrounding talent, though. Alex Smith loves the dump offs, loves the dink and dunks. Jordan Reed's as good as anybody in the dink and dunk game in the intermediate. He's so smooth in his routes there. The scheme is completely pass heavy and funnels through the tight ends, so that's a great score for him. His upside's obviously as good as anyone outside of Rob Gronkowski when he's on the field. So, I mean, you look at all the categories outside risk, and Jordan Reed grades highly. And that's what's interesting was, like, I was saying I will never draft Jordan Reed again in my life after last year because of how angry he made me. But if he's going in round 10, if I can buy him for $1 in my auction, like, why the fuck not put him on your bench and see what happens? Especially when he grades out so well in all the other factors. I didn't want to look at Jordan Reed. I didn't want to touch Jordan Reed this year, but then I graded him out and I was like, holy shit, Jordan Reed could still be a fantasy beast that I could get in round 10. I'll take it.
Auction draft, if you could get him for $1, that's different. There's a lot of people I'll take a flyer on for $1, even Jordan Reed. But any sentence that starts with, if Jordan Reed stays healthy, like, you can just kind of stop listening to the rest of the sentence if you want and disregard any point that was made after that point. Okay? And you know fundamentally that I'm correct about this. So, yeah, I mean, it's almost like if your risk is that low, it should just supersede all the other things. It should just like automatically wipe all your other scores out because your risk is so low. That's my proposal for the system moving forward.
Yeah, I made it as glaring and obvious as possible.
You did.
This guy is going to get hurt. He's a huge risk. But if you can get him at that, you talk about price at that price point. You keep saying that.
I do keep
at
saying
an 11th, 12th round price. There's not that much risk anymore. Like, what's the risk of a 12th round flyer? None.
Starting him and getting garbage.
He's not going to get you. If you're starting him, it means he's on the field, and you're not going to get garbage unless he gets knocked out that game, which is very
Which he
possible.
almost certainly will. But
Yes.
anyway, all right, that's it. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this.